Curiously, we all tend to manipulate others, consciously or unconsciously, in social situations because it's a survival skill that we have developed over time to cover up our flaws and mold things and situations to our benefit. It doesn't mean that we are all a bunch of pathological liars. It just means that we are all flawed in the same way, but our willingness to manipulate people and situations varies from one person to another. For some of us, it's a subtle tact that we use only when we need to, while for others it comes naturally and more vividly. More often than not, those others are born under the most manipulative zodiac signs. More often than not, those others are born under the most manipulative zodiac signs. This tendency can be particularly hard to spot and navigate in intimate connections and also extremely damaging to the psyche of the person at the receiving end. Whether you're dealing with a manipulative friend, coworker or partner, handling their covert technique to exert control over your thoughts, behavior and actions can become easier when you know that the person belongs to the most manipulative zodiac. So, what is the most manipulative astrological sign? Before we answer that question, we'd like to put it out there that just because someone is born under a manipulative zodiac sign, doesn't mean that they cannot be trusted at all. But it helps to keep your eyes and gut feeling on alert mode when you do. With that, let's watch into the most manipulative zodiac signs, ranked as per astrology. Before we get into the video, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you're new. Now let's begin. Number 1, Scorpio. They play the blame game. Scorpions have outstanding leadership qualities, a persuasive personality and a knack for paying close attention to details. But they also tend to be secretive, tend to find reasons to not trust you and get jealous very easily. This combination of their strong personality traits makes them one of the most manipulative zodiac signs. If they find a reason to blame you, they do it with astute persuasion, and by the end of it, you will keep wondering what you did wrong in the first place. When the zodiac signs are ranked as per astrology for their manipulative tendencies, the Scorpio makes it to the top of the stack for their ability to turn the table and make the person at the receiving end question their own reality. When they find themselves pushed to a corner, Scorpios can resort to gaslighting in relationships. Number 2, Cancer. The guarded manipulator. On the plus side, Cancerians are deeply intuitive and empathetic. However, when their intuitions are channelized in the wrong direction, it becomes a work of their imagination. When they have a negative or threatening intuition regarding you, a Cancerian brings out their manipulative side as a way of safeguarding themselves or their loved ones. They also qualify as one of the most manipulative moon signs and can be masters of emotional manipulation. It's no secret that people born under this sign are extremely sentimental and sensitive, and stand out for their high emotional quotient. These very traits also make it hard to suspect that they are capable of manipulating others. However, when their own emotions are threatened, they can use the soft traits of their personality as a weapon of manipulation. Number 3, Gemini. Most manipulative sign. What is the most manipulative astrological sign? The question cannot be answered in entirety without the mention of the two-faced Gemini. People born under this zodiac sign are known to be extremely thoughtful, intelligent and witty. These three qualities make a deadly combination, making them one of the most manipulative zodiac signs. Geminis are the life of parties and are known for their sense of humor, but they are also extremely indecisive, restless and fickle-minded. To keep up their reputation as a person who has it all together, they tend to cover up their indecisiveness by pretending that they are confident about their decisions. The bubble bursts sooner or later, as they are also thoughtful people, and when they ponder over their decisions they find faults in it. This pushes them to turn their manipulative side on by shifting the blame on others in reaction to their regrets. Number 4, Pisces. They play the good person card. Pisces are generally extremely selfless people. This makes you wonder how they can rank among the most manipulative zodiac, right? Well, it's because even though they are willing to help people selflessly most of the time, they are also human, and no human being can be 100% selfless all the time. So sometimes they end up playing the good person card to manipulate you to their benefit. Their manipulative techniques are not very different from that of Cancer. Both being water signs, display similar traits of high emotional intelligence, empathy and sensitivity. Since this makes them come across as harmless souls who always put others' interests above their own, their manipulative ways often go undetected. Number 5, Leo. Most intelligent manipulators. Which zodiac sign is the most manipulative? Well, Leo definitely ranks among the top. Leos are passionate and love to take charge of situations concerning them. Nobody can be in control of all social situations without being manipulative, right? But the good thing about a Leo is they are also upfront when it comes to owning up to what they did. For example, they will tell you on your face that they want the same thing that you do and they want to get it themselves instead of giving you a chance. Leos, being highly intelligent, can use the veil of honesty to their benefit by manipulating you, and since they are clear about their desire, you can't even know how and when you are getting played. They are the most intelligently manipulative zodiac signs. Seriously, are Leos manipulative? If you're asking this question, there is a good chance that you've never had to interact with one closely. Because if you had, you'd know that people born under this zodiac sign are master manipulators who use their intelligence to prevail over others. Number 6, Libra. The innocent manipulators. The Libra is curiously never as in control of their life, thoughts and decisions as you'd expect of a zodiac sign represented by balance scales. In their bid to always strike that right balance and aim for perfection, people born under this sign tend to be extremely indecisive. They are also disarmingly charming. If you're in love with a Libra woman or man, this is a trait you need to be wary of. When the need arises, they can channelize their charm to manipulate people and situations. Indeed, the Libra is among the most manipulative zodiac signs, and a tactful one at that. When a situation seems to spiral out of their control, a Libra will act like they don't know what to do and ask someone else to take charge. They may also throw in some flirtation or flattery depending on who they're dealing with to get their way. If you call them out on their manipulative behavior, they will feign ignorance and act as if they have no clue what you're alluding to. Number 7, Virgo. The passive-aggressive manipulators. The Virgo is never upfront and direct about their needs, wants, desires and expectations, but they still have them and find it just as crushing as the next person when their needs or expectations are unmet. So, how do they ensure that doesn't happen? By resorting to the classic passive-aggressive manipulation technique. They drop hints, make veiled references to what they want, making the other person think that it was them who came up with the idea and the Virgo has nothing to do with it. They also have a way of sulking if they can't have their way, of course, without spelling out clearly what their way is. This makes them feature among the most manipulative zodiac, ranked as per astrology. They also have a way of sulking if they can't have their way, of course, without spelling out clearly what their way is. This makes them feature among the most manipulative zodiac, ranked as per astrology. Like the rest of the zodiac signs, these 7 too have their flaws. It doesn't make them nasty, but you should watch out before you buy their stories. They are after all the master manipulators and can quickly rob you of your agency to make decisions for yourself.